And so how did you get the name Rizza?
My mother gave me that name.
Oh, you were born with it. It's not part of the Muslim thing.
No, my name is Rizza, so it is an Arabic name. But my mother gave me that name at birth because she's a Muslim as well.
Oh, she is?
Absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So when you were a kid, your mother was a Muslim then?
Mm-hmm.
So you grew up Muslim?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Absolutely.
Have you ever been a Christian, or you've always been Muslim?
Absolutely. I've always been Muslim, but a good Christian is a good Muslim. Good Muslim is a good Christian, if you know the definition of the words.
Oh, okay. And what is a good Christian?
One who lives according to the principles of God, of course, 10 Commandments. The word Christian or Christ specifically means one given power by God to crush the wicked, or one who is crystallized into the oneness of God. Muslim simply means one who submits his and or her will to do the will of God. So they actually don't contradict, they complement.
And do the Muslim love the Jews?
Absolutely.
You love the Jews?
Yeah, true Jews, for sure.
I'm sorry?
True Jews, yes.
So you love the Jews?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Farrakhan didn't like the Jews. He was like blood-sucking Jews, and he was blaming them for everything. Is that true or not?
Oh, no. No, that's the separation between who are the true Jews and those who say they are Jews and are not. Same thing Jesus said in the book of Revelations 2:9 and Revelations 3:9, where he said, I know thy works. And when he's talked about specifically, he said, those who say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. So there's a separation. It's like saying a Christian and a Muslim. Christians who do good things, those are Christians. But people go out killing, murdering, and raping, and they say it's in the name of Christ. That's not a Christian. Same thing with Muslims. They can't claim to be a Muslim or a part of Islam. A Jew who does things that are evil, wicked, and goes against the principles of Judaism can't call them Jews either. So it's a way of separating people who don't properly represent the belief system.
Oh, I see. Let me just, and I don't want to get into the Jew thing because I can go all day. The Jew thing I'm confused by.
Oh, okay, understood.
We have so many different kind of Jews now. I don't know who the real Jew is.
Understood.
But let me ask, are the white Jews in Israel the real Jews?
Not according to bloodline.
And meaning what, in short? Meaning what?
In short, basically those who would be converted or converted to Judaism. So specifically those who are there now are the ones who came from Europe. You're talking about Poland, you're talking about different parts of Germany, those who came over in the 1940s who were brought over, they were given access to go to different parts of Africa. They were invited, but they went into that area or that nation known as Israel or specifically Palestine. So these are white people from Europe, Poland, Germany, and other places who went into that part of the land known as Palestine. That's in short.
And so these blacks that are calling themselves black Jews,
Hebrew Israelites,
Israelites, and all that.
Yep.
Are they tripping, or are they real Jews too?
Oh, I believe according to what they're reading in the Bible, based off of what they know to be true, according to the words of God in the Bible, that they will qualify to be the chosen people, true Jews, Hebrew Israelites, etc. Which again, it's a lot. Like you said, there's a lot that goes into this. So you'll hear Hebrew, you hear Hebrew Israelite, you'll hear Jew, you'll hear Jewish. You'll hear all of that. But when it comes to those who are white, Caucasian from Europe, who call themselves Jews in that area known as Israel specifically, are not biblically specific when it comes to who are the true Hebrew Israelites, because now you're talking about bloodline. And bloodline goes into who are the original people from God. That is talking about Hebrew Israelites. That's a bloodline circumstance. People, when it comes to Judaism or in Israel, that's a cultural circumstance. And now you're getting into what is known as Zionism. Now you're getting into Theodore Herzl. Now you're getting into the Balfour Declaration. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. But so no, in short, no. But you should learn about the Ethiopian Hebrew Israelites. Those in Africa, the true Hebrews.
Those.
Oh yeah,
the Ethiopian.
Yeah, there's
Israel,
mixes
I went
and
to
everything.
Israel and I met those, and I believe that they are the real Jews, because they found them over in the Jew land.
Right.
That has not, whatever that happened with that. It was an amazing story. But let me ask, what's important to you?
The truth and helping our people to live a righteous life in general across the planet.
And what is the truth?
The truth is thoughts and ideas that are accurate and correct based upon what is real. Now, again, that's a general question, which is what is the truth? Are you saying from a spiritual perspective? Are you saying culturally, politically? What are you asking?
You said that the truth is important to you. What is the truth?
Well, the truth is that we have to live a righteous life according to righteous principles in order for us to survive. That's the truth.
And how do you know that that's the truth?
Because it says it in every righteous book, every holy book, every sense of the word when it comes to logic, reason, intelligence. Doing good is what needs to be done. Doing bad equals a large level of consequences that end with destruction, end with debauchery, end with an ending of civilization for humanity. We must do more positive things, more righteous things, so that we can have a righteous life, a good civilization, a good level of, or a good condition, I would say, for humanity.
And so, and give me an example of doing good.
I would say loving your neighbor. I would say feeding the homeless. I would say educating children properly. I would say supporting the nuclear family, man, woman, and child. I would say not doing drugs. I would say
And
many
why do you
different things.
call those things good?
Because they work and they are productive. They add to civilization, add to society. They don't destroy, they don't take away.
But I noticed that when people try to do those things, number one, they never work. And then number two, the people you're trying to perform those things with, they never get better either. They don't work. And why is that?
Well, you made a statement of falsity as a fact and then posed it as a question. So I'll say it this way. Do you believe a man, woman, child is a nuclear family? That's a God-centered family?
A married man,
Yep.
a real family is a married man with children.
Without
a
a
married
woman?
man and woman with children.
Well, you
That's
can't
a
have
real
children without the
family.
woman.
I'm sorry?
You can't have children without the woman.
But they have to be married.
Right. So a married couple, man,
and then-
woman, and the child.
And unless they have children, let's say they didn't get married, but they don't have children, it's not a family. It's
Okay.
only when they have children together.
So you're saying a
agree to that?
married couple, man, woman, and children.
Right.
That's a family. You would say that's the proper way of doing it, right?
Married man, woman, children.
Cool. Okay. So I would say you said there's nothing good about any of those things that I mentioned. Not doing drugs. You said there's nothing good
What's
about that.
good about not doing drugs?
Oh, you live a healthier life, more than likely. You have a clear mind, more than likely. You are not destroying your physical body. You're not destroying society. You're not selling things to buy more drugs. You're not addicted. You're not doing things that are negative.
And you call
9
those
times out of
things
10.
good?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state?
Definitely.
And what is a fallen state?
Biblically, a fallen state deals with Adam and Eve after they violated God's law, dealing with being naked, biting the apple, etc., disobeying God's rule. And then it pushed humanity into a condition of devilish behavior, following improper practices, breaking laws, breaking rules, etc. So right now, what we're looking at is humanity where some people are striving to do good things, positive things, living according to righteous principles, whatever their belief system is. The other side, many of them are falling for the devil's tricks. They're getting involved in, again, homosexuality, drug abuse, beating each other, raping, robbing, etc. That's the fallen state. Everyone's not in that, but in general, humanity right now, I'll say, as Minister Farrakhan said, Satan has entered into or has infected all religion and has infected all of humanity as it pertains to his hold and influence over human beings. Now, it's our decision whether or not we're going to follow Satan or not. That's the difference. We have to make that decision.
And how does one know if they're following Satan or not? How would you know that?
Anything that goes against morality, good principle, morals, anything that goes against what is good, positive for human beings, that's Satan.
Amazing. So you've never been a Christian. You've always been Muslim, right?
Absolutely. I was a Muslim, but as far as the principles that Christians believe, so do Muslims believe.
And what made you decide to go Muslim rather than Christian?
Well,
Especially
sure.
knowing that Christianity is the best religion on this side of heaven, what made you decide to go Muslim rather than Christianity?
Well, I wouldn't say what is the best religion, because again, it depends on who is practicing and how well they understand what their belief system is. Because every religion has bad representatives. I just say it that way. Christianity has dealt horror to humanity. Islam has done horrible things to humanity, and so have people practice Judaism improperly, have done horrible things to humanity. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism have done very horrible things. Then again, you have some people who follow the principles who do good things as well. So therefore, we can't generalize it.
Why didn't you go Islam rather than Christianity?
Made sense. It was what I was raised a part of and to be. And also in Islam, we study the Bible as well. In Islam, we believe in Jesus as well. As a matter of fact, in Islam, we are taught that you cannot necessarily be a Muslim and not believe in Jesus. It's just not the way that we were taught by white Christians who changed the reality of the Bible into a white supremacist form of behavior and thinking. It's the true understanding of who Jesus really is, what he is, who God is, who the devil is.
You don't believe that Christianity is the best religion?
There is no such thing as the best religion, except, as the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, that you should do unto others as others will do unto you, or should I say, you want to do what is good for others so that others can do good things to you. He specifically said that is the best religion. But again, every religion has negatives and positives.
But of all the religions on the earth, you don't believe that Christianity is the best religion, number one religion, and the best?
Nope.
And why not?
Because of the evidence of what has been done in the name of Christ.
But
same
beings,
thing has been done in the name of Allah. Same thing has been done in the name of
but human
Jehovah.
beings, you can't determine or base Christianity on human beings.
Absolutely.
No, you can't.
Definitely agree. But if I just go according to the book, then we have to ask some questions. Because so first of all, which Bible am I reading? Am I reading the 1611, the 1611 version of it? Am I reading the Cloverdale version? Am I reading the Tyndale version? Am I reading the Catholic's Bible? Am I reading? See, first of all, again, because when you say Christianity, then you have to go down the line of which Bible should I read, right? King James, 1611. If that's the one, there's a whole lot of backward things in that Bible. Then you go to the Tyndale version. Then you go to the Cloverdale version. Then you go to the Catholic's Bible.
But
you have to know there are different
You can't base
scriptures.
Christianity on the Bible either.
How do you base Christianity?
On their belief, their knowing God.
Who knowing God?
The person who said they're a Christian.
But you said we can't
Because
base it off of the people.
everybody that say that they have been born of God have not been born of God. They just say it. You can easily
But you said we can't base the religion off the people, though.
You can't at all.
So how do we base
You would
Christianity?
know it when you see it.
Know when you see it.
But
how?
let me ask you this. Do you
How
realize
do we know
that
it, Jesse?
Christian, you would know it by the light in them?
The light in them. So by the
Yeah.
works. By
No,
the
not
works.
by the words, but
No.
by the light that's in them.
How do you know a
You would
light?
be able to see it and you would know it. Now,
So
some
you just see
people
a
may
light
not,
like an ore, you just see the energy?
you would see the light.
See the light.
Yes.
Like this light here?
In the person, even brighter than this
Even
light.
brighter than that.
Absolutely.
So, okay.
Christianity is the only religion that says that you must repent and be born again.
No, Islam says the same. So does Judaism.
Oh, Islam say that?
Absolutely.
What do they say about that?
Yeah, they say the same specific thing.
That you must repent
Absolutely,
and be
you must
born
repent.
again?
Well, specifically in Islam, it is referred to as atonement. So you must atone, which interchangeably dealing with repent, meaning you have to, one, admit that there's a wrong. Then you have to look at what the wrong was. Then you have to acknowledge it with the person. Then you have to seek atonement, forgiveness, etc. Then, of course, you must do that with God above all things, ask God for forgiveness, mercy, etc. Islam teaches that. Judaism teaches that. Rastafari teaches that. Lots of religions teach that.
So do the Muslims believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
And sometimes it depends on who you're talking to when it comes to that.
Your
But
religion,
a prophet.
your-
In Islam, Jesus is known as a prophet of God,
But not the Son of God?
not the Son. Well, not even in Christianity is Jesus the Son. All throughout the Bible, there are people who are referred to as different sons. Son here in the book of Romans, son. I believe
Well,
Ephraim
let
is
me
known as a
just
son.
ask this.
Jesus is known as a son. Abraham is known as a son.
I
All
know,
throughout
but
the
let
Bible.
me ask, does does your religion with Farrakhan, do you believe, or does he teach that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
Not the Son.
And why not? Why he doesn't know that he is the Son?
No, it's not what he, as far as him knowing or not knowing. If you look in the book, the Bible specifically, if we're going to say Christianity, well, the book we have to look at, which is the Bible.
Right.
And in the Bible, when you're talking about sons or the Son, if you say the Son, well, where in the Bible is it only Jesus? Because there are scriptures all over
no
the
one
Bible.
said only Jesus.
Right.
But I'm
So
just
Jesus
asking,
is a
do you-
son for sure.
I'm asking, do you believe, does he teach that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
Not the only Son.
I didn't ask about the only. Does he teach that he is the Son?
Not the only Son.
That's not what I asked.
That is what you asked.
No. Does he teach that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
Not the only one. That's the answer.
How's that the answer? What the?
Yeah, that's the answer.
I didn't ask about the only.
I love
Son.
your interview style, Jesse,
So-
but that's
so
the
what
answer.
now?
I love your interview style, but that's the answer.
But no, I'm asking just a simple question.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about one person. Does he teach that that person is the Son of God?
Not the only Son.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Does he teach that Christ was sent by God?
In senses, yes.
And what
Definitely.
else?
In some senses, yes.
Meaning
Absolutely.
what?
Meaning, just as every prophet is sent, for example, in the Holy Quran and the Bible, but specifically in the Holy Quran, it says every nation receives a messenger, right? Specifically for one thing. But Christ, of course, was sent as the example, the living embodiment of an example of righteous conduct, behavior, etc. He wasn't the only one. But that's why I said in senses, yes. In senses, yes. But there were other people, prophets sent as well, all throughout the Bible.
Does your religion love white people?
Righteous people, sure.
How about white people?
Righteous people of all colors,
No.
which includes white.
How about white people?
Righteous
Do they
people.
love white people?
Righteous people.
I'm asking about white people.
Yeah, well, all people of all colors. Righteous.
No. Do your religion love white people?
Nah, just righteous people,
But
which
not
includes
white.
white people.
Do you love white people?
Righteous people. And if they're white, if they're doing good things, practicing according to their religious belief that's positive, sure.
I know that I'm black and slow and I still speak Southern English, right?
Nah, but I'm not black and slow.
Right.
I'm
that's
black,
for
though.
sure. And so my last question, does your religion teach to love white people?
In their righteousness, sure.
In
All
their
people.
righteousness?
In their righteousness.
Did you
Anybody
say
who
in
practices
their
righteous
righteousness?
behavior, sure.